Have you noticed how the quality of our sleep changes as we age? For many, achieving restful sleep becomes more difficult over time. And interestingly, it's not always the body that refuses to rest. It's the mind that stays alert, racing through thoughts of the day, concerns about tomorrow, or simply a lingering sense of unrest. But what if there was a way to prepare not only your body, but also your spirit for a night of deep, peaceful sleep? Tonight, we're going to walk through a path of preparation inspired by ancient Stoic wisdom, adapted for the modern world, and especially for those in the golden years of life. These aren't complicated routines. They're simple, grounded practices that can gently guide your nights into serenity and your days into greater clarity and presence. So if you found yourself lying awake at night, eyes closed but mind wide open, know that you're not alone, and know that there is something you can do. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to like this video, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more content that supports a balanced, intentional life for body, mind, and soul. Let's begin this nightly journey with intention and gentleness. For many of us, the day doesn't end when the sun sets. It ends when the body finally gives in. But with time, we begin to understand that true rest isn't about collapsing from exhaustion. It's about transitioning, consciously and respectfully, from activity to rest. Sleep is not a shutdown. It's a return to calm, and it starts long before we lie down. Picture your body as a fine instrument. Before a concert ends, the musician doesn't just drop the instrument. There's a process of quieting it, of letting it settle. And our bodies deserve that same care. It starts with light. The lighting in our homes should shift with the evening. Bright white lights signal our brain to stay alert, mimicking daylight. Try dimming your lights in the evening. Use warm-toned lamps, soft amber hues, or even candlelight if it's safe. This tells your internal clock, it's time to slow down. Next, look at your evening meals. A large, heavy dinner late at night can leave your digestive system working overtime when it should be winding down. Instead, opt for something light and warm. A bowl of soup, some steamed vegetables, or a small portion of oats or fruit. Avoid caffeine or sugar late in the day. And for an extra calming touch, sip on a warm herbal tea like chamomile, lemon balm, or fennel. These traditional herbs have been trusted for generations to soothe the stomach and quiet the nerves. One simple habit, often overlooked, can make all the difference. A warm bath or shower before bed. Not rushed, not just for hygiene, but as a ritual. Let the water soothe your muscles, ease the tension in your shoulders, and wrap you in warmth. It's a way of telling your body, you've done enough today. Now it's time to rest. These small actions, the warm light, the gentle meal, the calming bath, form a bridge between the noise of the day and the quiet of the night. And when your body feels cared for, it begins to soften and release. But as the body calms, the mind often stirs louder. It's in the quiet of night that thoughts come rushing in. Regrets, worries, questions without answers. This mental chatter is one of the biggest barriers to deep sleep, especially as we age and carry more memories, more responsibilities, more reflections. This is where Stoicism offers not just theory, but practical help. The Stoics, like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius, practiced a nightly reflection. They would sit in silence and gently review the day, not to judge, but to understand. They would ask themselves, what did I do well today? Where could I grow tomorrow? What is beyond my control that I can now let go? This isn't about perfection. It's about perspective. When we reflect this way, we clear mental clutter. It's like folding away the day piece by piece until the mind can finally lie down. You can bring this into your own life with something as simple as a notebook by your bedside. Before sleep, write down 3 things you learned today and 1 thing you're choosing to release. No need for long paragraphs. Just a few lines, enough to give your thoughts a home so they don't need to echo in your head all night. And once the mind feels lighter, the spirit begins to settle too. There's a special kind of peace that comes from acceptance. And one of the most powerful tools we have for reaching that place is the practice of gratitude. Even on the hardest days, there's always something worth appreciating. The sound of rain outside your window, a kind smile from someone, a moment of stillness. The more we practice noticing these things, the more they grow. Gratitude at night is like a balm for the soul. It doesn't need to be dramatic or poetic. It just needs to be honest. You might say to yourself, I'm grateful for my warm bed, for my breath, for one moment today that made me feel alive. You can speak it aloud, whisper it, or just think it. What matters is that it's felt. And when you end the day with thankfulness, something inside opens. It's as if you say to the world, "I've received enough today. Now I rest." From here, another step becomes clear, stepping away from the noise of the world so you can reconnect with yourself. We live in a time where everything is always connected. Our phones, our TVs, our minds. But that kind of constant stimulation can block the inner stillness we so deeply need. Silence is no longer something that happens by chance. It's something we must create, especially at night. One gentle practice is to designate a quiet space in your home. It doesn't need to be elaborate. A favorite chair, a corner by the window, a small rug where you sit with a blanket. Make it your little sanctuary, where no screens are allowed, only calm. Sit there for a few minutes each night. Maybe read something gentle, or simply breathe. No agenda, just presence, just you. When we reconnect with ourselves like this, we return to what's essential. We remember that we are not our to-do list, our responsibilities, or our worries. We are something deeper, something still. And when that part of us is acknowledged, sleep arrives more naturally, like a welcome guest who's been gently invited in. After all this care for the body, the mind, and the spirit, there's only one thing left: surrender. Sleep in many ways is an act of trust. It's when we allow ourselves to stop holding everything together, to let go of the outcomes, to say, "I've done my part. Now I release the rest." Marcus Aurelius wrote about life as a cycle of nature. That rest is not a weakness, but a rhythm. Going to bed, to him, was a return to that rhythm, a surrender to what is natural, healing, and deeply human. And the truth is, we don't need to have everything figured out to rest in peace. We only need to be willing to let go, just for tonight. Your breath slows, your body softens, your thoughts quiet, and sleep arrives, not as a duty, but as a gift, received with closed eyes and an open heart. Aging well isn't just about longevity, it's about living with awareness, with depth, with inner peace, and good sleep, consistent and restorative, is part of that path. So take these simple steps: prepare your body, calm your mind, practice gratitude, create silence, and let go. If this message supported you tonight, please like this video, share it with someone who needs rest, and subscribe for more moments of calm and clarity. May your night be peaceful, and may the morning greet you with light.